Welcome to this instructional video for the Burstner Viseo i700. So on the passenger side we've got clearly marked as your diesel filler cap. Underneath is where your leisure battery is located in that lockable compartment just there. We've got your aerial point, we've got your water filler point. Just fills with a normal hose pipe, and I'll show you the valve to close inside. We've got your toilet cassette, so lift up the little yellow handle underneath, pull it out, twist the actual yellow cap and empty it. You do need to make sure that your toilet blade valve is closed, and I'll come on to that shortly when we go inside. We've got a mains cable hookup point. So you press that down to release it out of the vehicle and just slide it in just as that is there. Your trimmer vent for the heater, so please be careful, this does get warm. And underneath that we have our wastewater drain pipe. You also have an extension pipe that comes with this. So you just open the little valve at the side to empty the grey water. Now that is water that goes through the shower and the sinks. Inside this rear garage area we have a screen. We have a light, we have inside here, we have a couple of your boiler access, that's located just there, and we at the bottom here we have your frost protection valve. So the diamond as it is at the moment pointing across the vehicle, and you'll notice just at the bottom here there's a little blue button. You'll need to turn the diamond across like that to empty it, and to fill it up you'll need to press there and then just push through the little button there to empty to fill up the boiler. So that is your frost protection valve. Your drain valves are just located here, which are the yellow toggles to the left hand side. Now at the moment I know it's quite difficult to see, but they are in the down position. To empty the water out you need to lift them up, and that will drain the water. So the yellow toggle valves in the up position will drain it, in the down position will allow you to use it, and this frost protection valve in the across position with the blue button pushed in will allow you to fill up your boiler. When it's front to back pointing, that will empty it out for you. Also in here is your tyre inflation kit, the TV that we fitted as an extra, and your drain extension hose just in there. We do have heating into here, so you can heat that area should you wish. Just open the vents to do that. And we've got your centre rafter and your awning pole for the awning on the opposite side. To the back of the vehicle we've got the bike rack, so this is a 2 bike rack system fitted to it, and we've got the camera just mounted just above the window there. You can add additional rails to that should you wish to do that. On the driver's side at the rear we've got the gas flow filler point, so we've added this for the customer. Just fill it up just there, slide to empty, slide back in, and the customer is running a 1 bottle refillable system. So we've got your auto changeover valve at the top, 1 refillable, and he's going to run it separately with a butane bottle just there. So we've got your pigtail and the clip for your bottle, plus your additional adapters for continental use. Another thing you've got to remember to do is open the yellow dial when you're filling it, when you're getting gas into the vehicle. So twist it as it, and then when you're leaving and not using the gas, twist it the opposite way around. So that is your gas locker. We are fitted with a Fiamma awning on this particular model, and I'll send you a separate link for our awning video on that. We've also got a barbecue point fitted. That is just located just there and works with the key that's on there, and it is fully lockable. We've got an electric step, and I'll demo that for you in a moment. And we've got under the bonnet, which releases on the passenger side. We have your screen wash to the left hand side there. We have your oil in the middle, just located in the middle of the vehicle. So to close it, just firmly down on the front, and to open it, which you can gain access through the passenger door, it's just located just under there. So as you can hear, the alarm will sound if it is set to ward away any intruders. We have underneath this panel here is where the engine battery is located, should you need to gain access to it. And underneath the seat here, this is where all the fuses, panels and all your electrical items are located. So just be aware, if you have blown a fuse, that's where it will be located, underneath the passenger seat. Moving then back to the inside of the vehicle. So you'll need your key to open the door. Once we're in, we can see that we've got a bin, we've got a fly screen, and we've also got a blind on the habitation door. This is utilising the Hardtail premium door, so it's a wider door than some other models. So I'm filling up the water. The one thing that you will have to remember to do is the little black dial. So you turn it clockwise to fill it up and anti-clockwise to empty it. Should you want to top up water from the inside, then you can utilise the red cap to do that. But that is your drain point for your fresh water tank, found underneath that seat. The main control panel is found above the door. It is pretty simple. So we've got an indicator to tell us that we're plugged into mains. We've then got a 12 volt power button and an off button. So that will turn off all the power. That's like your master control. We've then got a vehicle battery level, a habitation battery level. We've then on the opposite side have a fresh water tank level and a wastewater tank level. The pump in the one position, as you can hear now, will turn on and off as and when you do that, and it will shut down once the pressure is built up in the system. So 1 is on, 0 is off. The alarm isn't to do with the alarm on the vehicle, it's just to let you know when the batteries are getting low. So the main thing is you've got your 12 volt on. Once you have that, then you can operate the lights in the varying areas via the switches around the vehicle. So once we've got water inside the vehicle and filled it up from a nose pipe on the outside, we'll then want to come to these two buttons towards the rear of the vehicle. So these are your heating and your hot water options. So the simple way for this is on the right hand side, this is the operation that we're trying to achieve. So working from the top, water on 60 degrees, water on 40 degrees, the circle is the off position, then the flame is heating only, and then lastly the bottom one is heating and hot water. So that is the right hand side, and all you do is turn the outer ring. If you want to make it warmer or cooler in the vehicle, then you turn the center button, just like that. The operation on the side of it will determine what fuel source we're using. So from the top working round, electric 2 kilowatts is the 2 line, electric 1 kilowatt is the 1 line, gas only is the flame, gas and 1 kilowatt electric, so you can use them together, and gas and 2 kilowatt electric. You would use them together in climates similar to what we've been facing over the last few weeks, when it's very cold, and then maybe turn it on to electric only if you are hooked up to mains to maintain that power for you. So there are your heating and your hot water controls. Once you've finished doing it, you can simply turn the unit off and that will turn down. If you have selected, say, gas and there is no gas on, it will light up red as a warning for you. So it does indicate what the issues are. Here is where your booster is for your aerial. So it has a little rocker on the front to turn it on and off. But if you see, like it is at the moment, that it is green, then there is nothing for you to do. We have a 12 volt, an aerial and a main socket located in that area as well. Storage wise, in this here is where the aerial's been fitted. So you can adjust the pole height by loosening the collar at the top and pushing the pole up and down. So plenty of storage in the rear of the vehicle, your shelf at the back, and then these ones push and then slide along. You see the little clip there, and then pushes back in place. Same on this side, push to slide it, and you've got access through to that side. We've got a grill and an oven, so it lifts up. You've got your grill, and then you push it in, and that will light once your gas is turned on into the vehicle. The opposite way is the oven, and again, just push it in to ignite it. We do tell you to operate the grill with that open, so just be careful when you're doing it. Underneath we have your fridge unit, so it's a Dometic fridge, and it's a manually selecting option. So you can either have it on gas as it is there, 12 volt when the engine's running only, so that's why that's beeping, because the engine is currently turned off, or the last option, mains electric. So it lights up bright, you'll know that it's on, and we also have a freezer compartment just there for you. When you turn the unit off, the light will go out. The indication panels on the right here are the temperature that you want it to be. So if you press it, it's on the lowest setting to coldest setting. The option next to it, the little warning triangle, is if you have tried to light it on gas and it locks out, you will need to press that reset button once it's all sorted and the gas is coming through again. So that is your reset button. Just remember that one. It's often one that's forgotten. On the opposite side of here, we've got the wardrobe area, and to the bottom right is your main RCD box. So this is like your breaker box at home. So if your power does go, check that it is that first, and then if not, you will need to go and check the fuses under the passenger seat, as I've mentioned previous. You've got hanging rail at the top and plenty of storage area there. It does come with a curtain to screen off the back area from the front. And if I turn around again, in the floor we have access to the compartment in the garage. So if there's items that you're thinking of using, put them towards that side of the garage and you can easily access them should you want to do it. The vents around the vehicle can be opened and closed to show or divert the heating in whichever place you want to do. Now, should you want to make up the rear bed area, you do that by unfolding the base of the little coffee table, turning over the back of the seat and taking off the cover and pulling the extension underneath. That then will give you a large rear bed area. And then there we are, all back together, coffee table in place, cushions there. We do have the net curtains. We also have fitted to this model the fly screens and the blinds, and they're the same throughout the rest of the vehicle. The windows simply open by releasing the catches, press the button down on the window stays, and then gently opening it up. To open it all the way and close it, you've got to go all the way up, so be careful if you're parking it next to a wall or a fence that you leave yourself enough room to open and close the windows. The bathroom area on the Viseo utilises what's called a Viseo room. So as you see at the moment, we've got the toilet, we've got the sink. We slide this little lever up, pull it around, and it goes all the way across there. Now you have to remember, as you see, didn't quite meet there, just push the toilet all the way around just there, and then it will magnetise at the top and give you a full height showering area. Hot and cold mixer taps there, so make sure if you're draining it down and you've got the tap open that you close that when you go to turn the pump on. In transit, we tell you to travel with it locked in place just like that. But here we have storage underneath, just there. Make sure them catches are put in place, and we have your light switches on and off just there. Storage again in the cupboard area just there. And then the toilet. So I mentioned earlier in the video about the blade valve. This is the black valve just down here. We operate that at the front of the toilet. We'll press it towards the front of the vehicle, we'll open it. Towards the back of the vehicle, we'll close it. It's got to be in the closed position for you to be able to pull the toilet cassette out of the vehicle. We've got your toilet hole holder there and some coal hooks just up there. And then we've got opening roof vents, which I'll show you in a minute. So the Hecky roof vents are pretty much the same on the front three. I turn around here, they have a little button that needs pressing in and then pull the lever down to open up the window. Make sure before you're travelling that you press it back up, and they do have a blind and a fly screen on. The rear one is slightly different in the fact that it winds up. So you've got your little winding handle there, but it also has a blind and a fly screen just on there as well. Into the kitchen area, we have overhead storage compartments. We have a light and main sockets just there. We have a separate sink and a 3-burner hob system. 3 burners just point in the direction of which one is working, and you have an igniter just there. Do remember to let that cool down, guys, before you close in the lid, so it stops any problems in that respect. Just to the end of the kitchen, we've got a large pull-out ladder. The bottom cupboard, the handles lift up, and just remember to move the little brackets. So large cupboard at the bottom, again just lift up in the middle. You've got your utensil area, and then if you slide it back, it can move from the front to the back side. The pack contains all the manuals, all the user manuals. Have a good read of it. Videos are great, but you can also pick up some little tips and useful tips from the main manuals. So lock these have just been added by the previous customer just to lock everything in place. Under here are your isolation valves, so cooker, boiler, fridge and your hobs. So, and just clicks in place just there. The TV bracket is mounted there, and we have 12 mains and aerial points just fitted there. Above here we have the solar regulator and the box for that. That's put in charge to the leisure battery. And then we have the table. So the table's fully removable. It's locked in place when that little pin is down. You see when you lift it up, it raises up. So to fully remove it, you would lift it up and move it off. Otherwise you can slide it forward and backwards to give more space to the passengers, which have seat belts just hidden behind just there. Just pull them over the material if you want to use them, or push them back if you don't. So that will move forward and backwards just to give you more room. Under here we have a USB charging point and in the main socket, and a couple of extra light switches just to remind you of. The cab seats, so they are quick release. They have adjusters on the armrests, and they have this little button at the side here which will fold it down flat when you're trying to gain access to the bed, or swivel it round past the steering wheel. So it doesn't matter which way the beds or the seats are swiveled. For the bed to drop down, you've just got to remember on both of them, just again just hold it back and it will swivel down. So with the seats down, then all we need to do is release the button and then pull down the bed. You do need two hands to do this, so a bit difficult with the camera rolling. So that's the bed down. Underneath the bed, you've got your ladders that just hook onto the side, and you can see we're on a slatted base with a memory foam or a cold sprung mattress. You've got your own lights, and there is a little area here to just pop your belongings. So large double bed, very comfortable. So a little tip when you're pushing it back up, you need to get it moving, and you've got to hear 2 clicks. So it's got to click in both sides. And when you pull your hand on it like that, you should feel it's locked in. If it does move, just give it a push on one side where it's not locked in, and make sure it's in place properly. On the passenger side, we've got an electric window, and we've got your mirror direction. So it's electric, and light switches just there, cup holders under there. It is fitted with Remis blinds, so they magnetise on all around the front, all the way around to the driver's side, and then come back nice and neat and clip just in place. The cab itself, we've got a storage compartment above the passenger airbag, another one underneath, and then a lockable one in the middle. We are fitted as well onto here with habitation aircon, just there, and it comes with a CD radio. It is a manual 6-speed gearbox. You do have cruise control. Above is where your indicators are, and to the right are your windscreen wipers, and on the end of it you've got your trip counter. You've got your option into the mode settings to set your time, your date, your chimes, different options there. A light for your courtesy light at the front there, and your wing mirror direction just there. Reversing camera is on the screen just in front there, and to the left hand side just here we have a step warning light to let you know when the step is not put up, so it will light up red when you turn your engine on. We have storage compartments to the side of the drivers. Your handbrake is located just there as well, and we have a sliding window on this side which you operate by pulling that lever down and that up, and then that will operate and slide to open, let fresh air into the vehicle. To lock it back up, just make sure that that little catch is on the silver bit there. When you're exiting the vehicle after use, turn off the power. These courtesy lights will work independent, so just switch them off. Make sure you unhook the mains cable, turn off your gas, and away you go. So I hope you'll find the video informative, helpful, interesting. Look forward to your comments. We look forward to you enjoying the Viseo i700. Thank you.